Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the morning after the funk video. Excuse me for the somewhat brutal camera handling. I thought I'd show you my setup. As you all hopefully are aware, I play the Nord C2. I've got a C1 as well, because I work and live in different cities, so my C1 sits in Stockholm, where I play with the gospel choir. So from a distance, this is what my setup looks like. You can see the C2, and on top of it is my homemade USB drawbar, not USB, it's a MIDI drawbar device that I built myself. It looks extremely homegrown, but it works. Let's take a look down below. I built myself a case. The case which sits in front of the foot pedals contains contacts for power. There's a power splitter with on-off in there. It's permanently mounted. It also has got, I don't know if you can see it, but there you should be able to see it. There's a Leslie connector kit, and from above there's a lot of cables. There's a couple of holes so I can route cables. The volume pedal and the power cable, both to the C2 and the MIDI unit, is tied together and always is connected. So when I pull this or take it down to transport it, I put everything into this little portable case. It's got two handles, rope handles, and I just carry everything away, and it's inside there. It's still connected. This makes life much easier when you're like me, rehearsing a gig in different places, and there's a lot less of messy cables, and the wear on the power adapters and things is much lower. Also, I built myself actually this one is just thrown in there. It's a box. It contains 3 relays, and the 3 relays are controlled by the Leslie on-off switch, which means I can control up to 3 Leslies from the 1 Leslie switch. This is very useful on the Nord when you're gigging, because the outputs, the line outputs has got a very good sound, so I can use my 145 Leslie as the monitor on stage, and the PA technician just takes the left-right to the house PA system. Works very well, but since then I've got 2 Leslies, I need to control the remote control input and the speed of the 145 Leslie. So this is done with the relay box. Let's go down onto the floor and have a look. Here you can see this is a Studio Logic MP117 foot pedal unit, and those of you that might own one of these can probably immediately see, oops, he's done something to it. And what has been done is, if you look at the white keys, the white keys are much longer than on the original keyboard. On the original keyboard, I have to put down the mic a second. I'll show you how long the white keys originally are on these keyboards. So, but the original wooden overlays on the white keys come up very easily off. It's just it's 2 wooden screws, and so I just made longer there, about 30 centimeters long, pieces of wood, and let's see if I can get it close enough for you to get a view of what it looks like. Perhaps that can cover it. So it's just a piece of wood. You have to cut every one a bit so it fits the key coming out of the keyboard. This works actually quite well for doing toe heel. You don't have to have a full length keyboard, although I'm building one from an old A100 Hammond scrapped foot pedal keyboard that I bought recently. I will make you a video of how I've done that as well. It's not too complicated using reed relays. So this is what my foot bass system looks like, and you can do with the 17 keys. You can basically do most things that you would like to do, and this too is very lightweight and it's portable. The whole idea of this rig is that it should be portable. Over here, if you bear with me, you can see that's the Motionsound. Below it is a Leslie 1110 converted so that it's got an internal amplifier. This is not standard on the 1110s. I used a Velleman kit and just threw in there. And below, my beloved Cube 60 bass. This I actually use most of the time. I will use the Motionsound and the Cube 60 bass only, especially for rehearsals and when traveling. One of the secrets actually to using getting a good sound is how you set the treble and mid on your bass amp. Anything below 800 Hertz is sent from the Motionsound down to the bass amp, which means a lot of the sound actually comes from the bass amp. Very little sound comes from the Motionsound. The Motionsound adds the brilliance and what the top rotor would add. So a key to getting a good sound with the Motionsound system is to set up the bass amp and its volume correctly, and don't have too much mid on the bass amp, because the whole system will sound a little hard. If you want a soft sound, turn the mids down on the bass amp or turn it up. One more thing, I've actually got a crossover, a Behringer crossover, and when I want to play really, really loud, I will use the Motionsound, the 1110, plus a big 300 watt bass amp, and the crossover will split what goes to the 1110 and to the bass amp. So the bass amp gets to handle anything below 200 Hertz. The 1110 Leslie takes care of the 200 to 800 Hertz region, and the Motionsound handles the treble side of things. And using this setup, I can play very, very loud, much louder than my old beloved 145 Leslie, which I use for when I'm playing gospel gigs, and you want the true, authentic Hammond sound. But if you're in search of a really, really lightweight, extremely portable, but still good sounding system, then my recommendation is use a Nord C2, get yourself a Motionsound, Cube 660, or a lightweight bass amp between 60 and 100 watts, and you'll do some tweaking with it and you'll have a really, really sweet sounding system. Thank you.